my name is like when we over here and like my phone is charged with the charger. Like when we outside playing or inside. Okay. Alright, what's good, YouTube? You know how I will later tomorrow when I wake up.
The Oklahoma City Thunder. Tip-off goes to Houston. Here's the starting group for Houston. The two pillars of this team, Chris Paul and Harden, are the 1 and the 2. E.J. Tucker is up there with Clint Capella, and it's Ariza in the small forward position.
And that kind of defense ain't going to get it done.
Gee, we don't see those kinds of dunks out of him all the time, but we know he's got it in him.
Well, any guy can throw it down against air defending him. Plenty of room, so not so amazing. What does amaze me, though, is that no one came over to contest the play.
On defense, Oklahoma City. Harden with it. Westbrook picks him up. The pass to Paul. Here's Ariza. And it's off from three-point range. Well, one thing the Thunder have always done well is control the glass. Good rebounding team.
Well, the Thunder are great candidates to end up near the top for both offensive and defensive rebounds, and it certainly helps when Russell Westbrook is tearing down over 10 boards a game. It's a complete effort with this ball club, and they have guys who are willing to stick their nose in there.
Opening day upon us, Brent. Some teams already looked as if they are championship contenders already. Others clearly in a rebuild mode. What's the mindset of players entering the season on a rebuilding team?
Well, if you're a veteran guy, you're asking your agent, can I get a trade? they would love to get on one of those contending teams. But a rebuilding team is about making progress each month. Really, quite honestly, that's what you want to see, Kevin, is progression month to month. Each of the games, maybe chunk out a block, 20 games here, 20 games there, and you want to see just improvement overall in what your squad is doing. Yeah, they're a little bit cold here. 0 for 4 to get this one going.
To the inside. Kicks it out to Paul. Launches it. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
And they're facing the team that dismissed them from the postseason last year. So certainly a little payback in mind.
Now, here is George. Off the screen.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Ariza pass it to Harden. Another miss by Harden.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
That gives them the lead. George has got 5 now.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Here's Tucker. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
And that's from beyond, guys, right back at you.
Yeah, that's a nice response there, leaving a voicemail in return from the three-point line. Looks like we're seeing similar game plans right now.
Here's Roberson. Out to the right wing. Here's Westbrook. It's deflected. From deep, Harden. Harden missing again. Oklahoma City's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. The shot's good from Westbrook.
So many coaches from the college ranks that have come up to the NBA and not been quite as successful as the run that gave them that opportunity. Billy Donovan certainly has found success early on here in Oklahoma City. Great couple of years for him to begin his professional coaching career. Credit the defense, wisely avoiding. Yes, sir.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. And the Thunder going with the whole new group out there. Houston also making some changes. Mbah a Moute's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Gerald Green comes in for Trevor Ariza. And Gordon subbed in for James Harden. Abrines. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
From distance, when he gets into a rhythm early, it makes this offense a lot more dynamic.
Well, great to get him involved, particularly at the start of the game. This is what keeps guys engaged.
Well, it was the Oklahoma City Thunder winning their last game against the Nuggets in Denver.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
Paul for three. Over to the wing. Outside, Green. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second pick. Nene, he's checked in for Houston. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Felton kicks to Abrines. Lets it go with a 3. And Mbah a Moute pulls it in. Back to Paul. There's the 3. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Rockets lead by 3. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Oklahoma City.
That wasn't even clean. Like, I made it in your face. But no. That's what I do. I be creating my own party, go to game chat, talk trash. Yeah, go back to the game party. Yeah, it's the bull, it's the hoodie down, real. Now how you feel, my new
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And look at Thunder trailing by 3.
And one thing that is quite clear with the Rockets in terms of their approach is their shot selection. They prefer easy layups or threes. Very rarely will you see them play that in-between game.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Paul and Harden, the star-studded backcourt. Trevor Ariza out there with Luke and Mbah a Moute. And it's Anderson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Kept alive. Outside, Felton. Oklahoma City moving it around. Abrines' shot is off. And that shot selection, a systematic approach by the whole Houston organization. Greg, is a team, they actually took less mid-range jump shots than DeMar DeRozan did individually last season.
Yeah, and it wasn't even close. I mean, the approach Houston has made successful the last few seasons, they are 100% committed to not taking mid-range shots if they can help it.
Paul outside. It's up a 3. Drills the three-pointer. And Mbah a Moute's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Oh, a little punch, counter-punch action. Neither side flinching here.
Yeah, both sides trying to keep up with one another, but doing it from distance.
And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Anderson.
He's just so aggressive on that move. You have to come over fast and hard to stop him.
Here's Abrines. He's got 6. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. And Mbah a Moute's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Harden kicks the ball. Right wing. The 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
And what I like best is that he does it completely under control. Really gives the shooter nowhere to turn to.
The 3 from Harden. Good on the three-point shot. Harden's got 7 points.
Got just enough separation to let that one fly. So comfortable from long range.
Here's Abrines. From deep. Grant dishes to Patterson. Stolen by Anderson. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds.
And this is where you have to sharpen up your passing. That's a careless turnover.
Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Raymond Felton. And a switch here also for Houston. PJ Tucker, he's checked in for Anderson. Brent, the last team you played for, the Houston Rockets. Your dad, your older brother John, also played for the Rockets. What's this connection between the city of Houston and the Barry family?
I've asked them that same question in Houston, and I even talked to Daryl Morey about putting a Barry graveyard across the street where it is that all three of us, our career had ended. I'd love to see a tombstone over there with Rick, John, and Brent.
Well,
maybe we'll add a few more to it, Kevin.
Well, the way you played there, the way you played your career, and your family played, obviously you've set a standard in the league. But that was an interesting step that you all were there at one time.
I think it's crazy that we all ended in Houston.
Yeah,
weird.
It is. It is.
3 careers ending with one organization.
Isn't that something?
Weird.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Uncovered. Mba'amute pulls it in. Mba'amute's got his 4th rebound in this one. There's a whistle. It's going to go on Corey Brewer. That is his first foul of the game. Houston making some changes. Nene, he's checked in for Mba'amute. Green comes in for Trevor Ariza. And Eric Gordon subbed in for Paul. Harden outside. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Green outside. Dives for it. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
I'm so sleepy and bored. I don't think
Thunder
I can
trailing
even make it
by 6.
21 minutes.
And Roberson kicks to Brewer. He dishes it to Grant. Back to Brewer. Pass to Abrinas. From outside the arc. That one misses. Gordon with the defensive effort.
His touch has just been a little bit absent this quarter. He's missing a ton of shots. Well, the defense looked lost there. Get out your compass. No excuses. You got to guard the perimeter.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The Thunder with another miss. Houston leading by 9. Here's Harden on the wing.
She likes it. But
From deep. No good on that last second attempt there. James.
That was so funny. This girlfriend with her, y'all, and she was just laughing. She's gonna quit. People quit. He has too hard. Yeah, we hit 3rd quarter.
To get going.
But my little brother girlfriend was over. That was happening. I heard the man. Because his room next to my room.
Oklahoma City shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together.
And really the past few seasons, the Thunder have just been a dominant team on the glass. They do a great job of limiting second chance points, and they get a lot of extra possessions with their own offensive line.
3rd quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for Oklahoma City right now, Westbrook and Robertson are the backcourt pair. Anthony is out there with Paul George. And it's Adams in at the 5. Full 24-second shot clock.
You know why? Because I used to give you all the
It's Harden with the drive.
To
the left wing. Kicks it out to Ariza. The second chance effort. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. You look over the roster of the Thunder, and it's easy to see why they're such a great rebounding team. 1 through 5 can come up with 10 boards on any given night.
And those rebounding totals usually translate to wins for this team. Very rarely do they lose a game when they're having their way on the glass. The goal at the end of the night is to play the bully in and around that painted area.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Houston Rockets, one of the most explosive scoring teams in the league. Defense has been a shortcoming in the past. Coach,
right here is like a GG. Like, he's really getting everything right now, bro. James Harden.
Mike D'Antoni said, we have some good individual defenders. If the rest of them just try, well, that's the plan. Kevin?
Offense is what the Rockets are all about, D.A. You know that. Coach D'Antoni definitely focuses on this part of the game more than defense. Thunder trailing by 11. Westbrook passes to George. Clock at 4. This one for 3. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
It's foolish leaving anyone that wide open from outside the arc. The D has got to be better.
Raymond Felton, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And a switch here also for Houston. Gordon's checked in. Outside, George lets it go from deep. Eric Gordon grabs the board.
And they continue to control the glass.
And it's Ariza in the corner. Back to Harden. Westbrook against Gordon. Kicks to Tucker. Here's Ariza. And another 3 for Houston.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
It's deflected.
And seems to be forcing just a little bit out there. He needs to play a little calmer, a little smarter, with a little bit more poise if they're going to win this one.
Thunder trailing by 11. Here's Westbrook. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on James Harden. The Thunder getting their first free throws of the evening.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Brett, what about moving without the ball? Who are some of the guys that, beyond just doing it, do it with great effectiveness?
The first guy that comes to mind is J.J. Redick. Old school, in the vein of Reggie Miller, running off of multiple screens with those scattered short steps to get himself on balance, square himself up, and knock shots down. J.J. Redick, Ray Allen, Kyle Korver, great players who really, in a dying, have tremendous fundamentals.
Rip Hamilton, too, would always.
For real, now how you feel, my oh my, you bitch like a feel, you know why.
Take advantage of those screens, and I can see him running in my mind's eye right now.
Great call, Kevin. I often read the back of Rip Hamilton's jersey because I could not catch up with the guy.
This is it for Gordon. A 3-ball. The Rockets again can't hit. Thunder trailing by 7. Offside George. And stolen by Ariza. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Gordon's running. Good D by Westbrook.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
For Oklahoma City,
and when you watch those Rockets team, you can see just how explosive they are on the offensive end. Almost everyone on the floor can hurt you from deep, and they all know their role and execute it to a T.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Nene, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Bahamute comes in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Jerry Green in for James Harden. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Houston leading by 5. For 3, Gordon. Again, the miss by Gordon. And last season, the Rockets' offense was incredible. Then they go and add Chris Paul.
They can run a team off the floor if they get hot. 2 great playmakers in Paul and Harden. And making a move for Paul made a lot of teams fear what the Rockets can do now on offense.
Brewer is checked in for Oklahoma City. And a change for the Rockets. Hall's checked in. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. The Rockets shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts. And really, this is where you want to just let the clock wind down.
Yeah, unless you get a great look that's impossible to pass up, use the time wisely.
And here's George for 3. Hits it from 3-point range. George has got 6 points in the quarter.
Oh, look, punch, counter punch action. Neither side clinching here.
Yeah, both sides trying to keep up with one another.
And that's going to do it for the third. And we're set to start the action up here in the 4th quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for it.
But you play your heart out. Play your heart out. I respect you.
Rockets leading by 5. So on the floor for Houston. Chris Paul is out there with Gerald Green. Then there's Gordon. Then it's Mbah a Moute. Then it's Nene. And at the center, filling out the middle.
He's been a little bit disappointing in this game. However, his team has his back. They need a little bit more help from him.
From deep, George. It's rebounded by Houston. Nene's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Now the feed to Green. Eric Gordon on the wing. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And that's now 9 points for Eric Gordon. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And the Rockets making a change here. Harden's checked in. 60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. 3-pointer. Shot clock at 5. But he stays with it. Gordon kicks to Harden. Second chance shot. Paul George with the steal. Knocked away. Paul with the steal. Harden left side. Fires the 3. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. Trailing by 8. Pass to Carmelo. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Nailed from 3-point land.
Not a stellar first half, but he's become an absolute machine scoring the ball in the second.
Here's Harden, and he lays it straight in. And the Rockets lead by 7.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wentz.
Yeah, this is the feel of a player to use his body to keep the shot from being blocked. Excellent work there.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Mbah a Moute pulls it in. Mbah a Moute's got 5 rebounds tonight. Timeout called the Rockets. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, over that last break, I listened to Mike D'Antoni talk to his team. He was very adamant in the huddle. He said, don't let up now. Stay aggressive and do the things that have gotten us this far. We're almost there, guys.
All right, thank you, David.
And lots of credit for the team around him. They're picking up the slack here tonight. You just can't buy a bucket right now.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
Gordon for three. Thunder with the rebound.
That's where I like the shot selection. The defense cannot afford to give up wide open shots. And they dodged the bullet there.
And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. So for the Rockets, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Nene. PJ Tucker comes in for Mbah-a-Moute. And Trevor Ariza has subbed in for Eric Gordon. .158 left here in the fourth quarter. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Harden. It's Ariza on the wing. Paul George with the steal. To the middle. Here's Anthony. Buries it down low.
Well, passing is something he does very well, especially when it comes to leading his man to the right spot.
Baseline jumper. Capella dishes to Harden. Another shot. And that's 2 points on the layup. Harden's got 4 this quarter.
There's a little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the limb.
Wait, did you just say trickeration, TA? I think it's a size disadvantage there that he was willing to attack, but you have to develop that skill set and have counters.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. From beyond the arc and then some. Westbrook's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Harden outside. And it's Ariza in the corner. Back to Harden. Over in the corner, Paul. They get the rebound. Kicks it out to Harden. Paul outside. Left side Ariza. Harden outside. From deep. It's hauled in by Adams.
I think the D is just fine with those kind of shot attempts coming from him there because he's not hitting anything right now. That's like milk on a hot day, just a bad decision. Absolutely no reason for him to be taking those shots.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up.
I won.
Stay down with the fall. You must not know who I am. I was on the ground. My brother Casino said you got the free back. And at the time I couldn't see what he was saying. You turned your back, I should